to set Dorigo free. And Dorigo's done well here. Oh, to a terrific effort. And well saved by Chris Woods. Tony Dorigo forced onto his right foot, but it didn't prevent him delivering this blistering drive.
Well, the Wednesday were completely opened up there by Dorigo's run. Wonderful run and a tremendous shot with his right foot. And great goalkeeping there by Chris Woods.
Corner to Leeds United. Fairclough getting up well and turned in by Chapman. Lee Chapman on the ground, where he graced so many games for Sheffield Wednesday, has given his latest club, Leeds United, a goal start in the 9th minute.
Well, I think the Wednesday will be very disappointed there that they didn't get that one away, and when it bobbled down there was Big Chapman just to side put it in again unmarked. Typical Leeds goal, I think you can say there, Alan. It's a problem now for the Wednesday.
Lee Chapman's 12th goal, and he fouled Phil King. I believe that's the referee's decision. It would be a goal kick anyway. But Wallace found himself some lovely space with that deft little drop of the shoulder. Now watch for Carl's shot coming in here. I'm sure that was a foul. To the challenge. This is speed. Well, that's an excellent first-time ball. Hodge down the right. Chapman and shot coming forward as well. Oh, it was a frightful interception by Viv Anderson. And Leeds United had two players then inside the penalty area as Hodge raided down the right.
Well, I'm saying about breaking from midfield, and that was another example there from Hodge. And it was a beautiful ball he was bending in there, and Big Anderson did well to get a touch on that one.
Another corner to Leeds United. White flicked it on, and they did well to survive that, for the moment anyway. Sterling. Ooh, it was a suicidal ball he tried to play to Worthington then. Leeds looking good at the moment. Really buzzing. Dorigo. He did well to make any kind of cross then. Shutt finding McAllister in deep towards Chapman, and it was a good header and another excellent save from Chris Woods, and the England goalkeeper has produced two superb tip-overs already here. The first one from Dorigo and that one from Chapman.
Well, Chapman was going up there against King, so he had quite a few inches in half.
Wallace, again he's got options on the far post and looks for Chapman. Ooh, it was another fine header, and he's causing them all manner of problems.
Yes, but the problems are happening from the halfway line, Alan. As I said here, you know, you've got Dorigo there. As I say, the Dorigo-Wallace partnership, they're carving Sheffield Wednesday to pieces down this side. And little Wallace, all the room in the world, just checks back on his right foot. And there's Lee Chapman in his favourite position, saying, go on then, find me, and just past the far post. But the Wednesday have got to do something about...
Oh, excellent play. McAllister's cross. And that had already gone behind. It'll be a goal kick. Worthington's clearance turned out to be unnecessary. Longer serving player, incidentally, these days at Hillsborough. 8 years next month since he joined them from Notts County. He's now taken over from the great Ron Springett as the most capped player in Sheffield Wednesday's history. Little flick on, finds Watson, and now Bart Williams. Jensen. Couldn't quite thread it through. Leeds have it back again, but immediate pressure on Carl's shot from Phil King. Chapman. Speed. Now Hodge. Good football this from Leeds United. And then a good tackle from Palmer. But Leeds keep possession. Hodge. Sterling. He's King on here and beaten him. And a useful cross, and it missed Chapman by inches. Wallace keeps it in play. Hodge. Well, that had looked a really promising attack again for Leeds United.
It certainly was a promising attack, and it was a beautiful ball again to the back post for Lee Chapman. I mean, Leeds are causing all the problems, aren't they? Getting wide on both sides. Sterling with the outside of his foot, again looking for Big Lee, he couldn't quite get there.
A towering header away by White, and Anderson's given it away to Wallace. McAllister gives it back again to the former Southampton man. Dorigo finding McAllister. Oh, it's great. The referee still hasn't noticed. Watson down injured. Chapman just got on with the job.
Oh, hit the top of the bar as well. Well, Sterling and Dorigo can both hit them, Alan, so they've got an option here.
Hodge in the wall, it's Dorigo, has it! Oh my word, what a goal that was! Minutes to half-time. Tony Dorigo, who wasn't even playing until this morning, produces one of the great strikes of the season to give Leeds United a 2-goal advantage.
It's a beautifully hit, sweet shot, wasn't it? But somebody ran out the wall there of Sheffield Wednesday, allowed the gap to be there, and he just found it. There you can have a look at it from the goalkeeper's point of view. Really, Chris Woods had no chance. A beautiful effort.
A superb strike by Tony Dorigo has given a championship look to Leeds United once again here. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Leeds United 2. And Wednesday have won the free kick. Dorigo's 3rd goal of the season, and the knee injury he suffered on Wednesday night against Manchester United threatened to keep him out of this match. He went up to Howard Wilkinson after a training session this morning and said, "I'm all right to play, I want to play." And he's so important to Leeds United that Wilkinson put him in the side, and that decision entirely justified now. But Leeds face a free kick themselves, and Sheridan's another one who can hit them, but this time straight at the wall. Nielsen. Bart Williams takes over. Throw to Sheffield Wednesday. Jensen, and it suddenly breaks to Carl Shutt for Leeds. Felt he was obstructed then by Sheridan, not given, and at the other end Bart Williams offside.
Well, let's have a look at the goal again from another angle, Alan. And I think the wall broke there, as you can see from Sheffield Wednesday. One of the players ran to the ball, created a little bit of a gap. Who knows what would have happened if he'd have stayed there, but it was the sweetest of shots. Sheffield Wednesday are doing reasonably well up the left-hand side of the field, Alan. They're getting plenty of the ball there. They're creating little bits and pieces up there, but there's nothing at all happening from the right-hand side.
Howard Wilkinson, one of the more studious of managers who frequently makes notes to aid his half-time team talk.
I think he may be putting 1 or 2 little stars beside the names of some of the players. They're certainly playing well, Leeds.
The ball turned on and Wallace offside. Only just, mind you.
Well, I thought Nielsen may just have been playing them on there, Alan. That was very debatable.
Very close. A good free kick swept out to Nielsen. And again, he's given it away, or has he? A misunderstanding. Watson goes down, and it's a penalty. Leeds United are furious, and several of their players have raced over towards the linesman. They feel that was a bit of play acting by Watson, and I have some sympathy for their views. My immediate reaction was that that was not a penalty. It'll be interesting to see it again in slow motion, Ian.
Well, it will be, Alan. It was a good ball played, and actually White allowed it to go through the goalkeeper. He thought there was nobody there. But as you see, Watson nipped in. I know that was certainly a dive, wasn't it? I think it was maybe a little initial contact, but not enough to bring him down. he took another stride and then just took a dive.
White was the player who stretched out to try and tackle him. I think he made some kind of contact. Leeds absolutely believed that Watson was play acting then with that theatrical dive. He may in fact have got his studs stuck in the turf, to be fair to him, but nonetheless that is a highly controversial penalty.
Well, as you can see here, I think there was a contact certainly there. But I don't think the contact made him really leap in the air and fall over like that.
Well, Watson is back on his feet. White is absolutely furious, and Fairclough, the captain, sensibly calming him down. That's given a real needle to the match. And Sheridan, who played for Leeds United, the last time these sides met here in the league over 8 years ago, has the chance to pull Sheffield Wednesday back to 2-1.
There's a lot of gamesmanship going on here. John Lukic saying the ball wasn't spotted right. Sheridan's a cool customer, mind you, but there's a lot of pressure in this game. It's to get Leeds United back into the game.
And he's done it at the second attempt.
I'm saying Leeds United, Sheffield Wednesday are back in the game.
Well, luck was all on Sheffield Wednesday's side then. It was highly debatable whether they deserved the penalty in the first place. It was a splendid save by Lukic. It hit the inside of the post and then rolled back to the taker. And of course, because the goalkeeper had got a touch to the ball, he was quite entitled to come and hammer the rebound home to make it Sheffield Wednesday 1, Leeds United 2. But Leeds United, in my opinion, are justified in feeling very angry and frustrated about that whole episode. Well, will that give Wednesday the lift they need? Bart Williams in possession. White across to cover. And he just about got it back to Lukic, who only just prevented it going behind for what would have been a corner.
Well, this made to be a bit of luck of the Irish for John here. Rolled nicely for him, didn't it? Just a tap. And good save by the goalkeeper initially.
Sterling. And that's Leeds United's throw.
I think Wednesday now have got to try and keep the pressure up here before half-time, Alan, and really try and push it, because Leeds might be rattled with that. A lot of players, they were very upset about the decision, and this is maybe a time to catch them.
Well, certainly it's more than Sheffield Wednesday must have believed they would get out of this first half. And Sheridan's 6th goal of the season has given them a lifeline. Chapman up well at the other end, but Sheridan's there to clear. Helped on by Watson to Jemson. Watson's in there again. Dorigo was the last defender. Four minutes remaining to half-time. It's been an eventful and very entertaining first half here at Hillsborough. Here's Chapman again, and he's done really well, but just ran out of room to make the shot. Wednesday visibly lifted by their goal. Dorigo. That's good running and a fine ball. Speed. First time towards Chapman. Oh, a magnificent goal by Lee Chapman. 2 minutes to half-time. Chapman gets his second. Leeds United get their third. And what a way to reply to that controversial penalty which went against them. Lovely ball here, but look at the accuracy and power of that header.
Well, Leeds United are killing him down this left-hand side there. A magnificent run by Gary Speed and a beautiful